Okay, there we go. I apologize for the delay. Had to unplug some stuff because apparently my didn't have enough outlets for everything, including the second monitor. Thank you so much, Kestrel. That's a very nice comment from you. I appreciate that. All right, so I can see. Let me see if I can tilt this monitor a better angle for me. I'm still going to probably have to use one USB cable for the camera because the camera's output does not look like it's. Does not look like it's long. Or the cable it's on doesn't look like it's long enough from where I'm going to have the desktop stay. All right. So as near as I can tell, you guys can see everything. That looks to be reasonably in focus. I tweaked around the settings here so it's not quite so fine touch to be able to keep this in focus. And, oops, one more thing I need to do. Let's see, share screen. There we go, share. All right. So, there we go. And we are ready for the motorcycle to go by with its exhaust running really loud. We're on move 5. So we exchanged 7 on the right, and shed 3 is reversed, and exchange 1 on the left, and no shed reversals. Give me just a second here because even with the better view, I'm having a little trouble seeing it because it's so far away relative to me. Let's see if I can't get this a little closer. All right. Should be able to see it a little bit better. I didn't extend any invites today because I don't have Bluetooth set up for certain on this computer. It may actually have it, but I haven't tested it yet. So, hey, Catherine Fraser, nice to see you on. I have a chair that's moderately comfortable for me. It keeps my back relatively straight, and I try and position to where I don't have to like lean forward a lot. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but yeah, oops, it helps if I actually have it on the right camera. If I lean forward a lot, it's like that, it gets uncomfortable for me. So I try and do it to where my arms are like at a natural angle and they don't feel like I'm stressing. I'm way far out. So that's kind of how I go with that. And let's see. So you're looking at the Takadai from the right side. I did a slightly above angle so that you can see the hand motions and up and down, hopefully. So I'm trying to make it easier for people to understand what I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the right. Oh, and that reminds me of one other thing I was planning on doing today. And let me see if I can grab it real quick. Fortunately, it was actually theoretically in reach if I could twist my spine 180 degrees. So since I've been having some tama that have a thread that's a little loose and I want to even them up so it doesn't like get snagged as I'm going for a different thread or cause problems, I'm going to tape the tama when I identify one. So after the stream, I can go through and unroll it, even it up, do like a little drop of super glue or tie a knot so it doesn't continue to present a problem that way. So that's what that's for. And hey Gwen, nice to see you. There we go. And all right. So shed 3 is reversed. 1 and 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 and 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And on the left, just 1 is exchanged. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I want to welcome anybody who came over from Legal Vices. I saw we got a couple of new subscribers from my super chat there. And thanks again to Ian for recommending people come here from his last stream. I got a couple of comments from people that they appreciated being pointed this way. So hopefully we'll be able to provide you folks with some nice entertainment too. All right. So the one camera looks good to me. This one for focus, and this one I think it's far enough away it's not going to freak out with autofocus. Eventually I'll replace it with a manual focus camera that I can set up to where it doesn't cause problems. All right, and I think this will actually work. Now I'm just going to have to come up with a 2 or 3 monitor stand so it's more comfortable. And maybe some sort of like keyboard swing out stand, so if I need to type, I can. All right, so we're on to move 6. So we exchange 1, 7, and 9 on the right, and exchange or reverse sheds for 1 and 4. And on the left, and I also, when I set up with this computer, I went ahead and did the exchange color as blue, so they stand out a little bit more. And on the left, we're going to exchange 3, and shed 1 is reversed. Alrighty. And so the plan for today is I'm going to string for a decent amount of time today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am not sure exactly how long that's going to be, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do one big or 2 smaller streams tomorrow. I do have some stuff that I really need to start working on. I got to get my constable training done, and I've got to take care of a few other tasks. Or as I've been hearing on Legal Vices stream from Natalie Wisco, I'm doing Torin things. All right, 1 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. One thing I didn't do is I didn't bring up something to drink. Okay, 1 from the bottom, and 2 and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Mainly because it's going to be a little bit before I need to drink something, because I was able to think ahead and actually eat lunch before I came up, and had something decent to drink with that. So 1, 2, and 3. And I didn't want to have a bottle up here in the humidity and the heat, warming up and getting working as a condenser on the outside to make a puddle. All right. So that looks right. And shed 1 is reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. I'm also going to need to change my mouse pointer. Actually, let me see if I can do that right now. It gets hard to see on the white backgrounds with the small white mouse pointer. So settings and okay. Mouse pointer, there we go. All right. Doesn't have a whole lot of pointers styles. All right, now let's see. Does that give me a color? Yeah. All right, let's give that a nice color there. And let's make a decently sized mouse pointer so I can see much clearer because I'm getting old. Okay, all right, so that looks good. Let's see, can you folks see that? Still looks like it's just a normal on your one. I guess it's the way StreamYard handles it. Sorry about that, but at least I can see better. So I know where I need to go. All right, so we just finished up 6. We're on to move 7. And it looks like it changed the color correctly. It's just not the right relative size. Okay, so for 7, it is 3 and 7 getting exchanged on the right. Sheds 2, 4, and 6 are reversed, or 2, 4, and 5 are reversed. And on the left, 3 and 5 are exchanged, and shed 2 is reversed. So is the camera angle good on the right here? So 3 and 7. So 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And 2, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom and 2 from the top and 3 from the bottom and 4 and 5 from the top and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep, I've checked some looks good. So for the people who came over from Ian's surrogate stream last night, I did watch the Rittenhouse trial very closely. So I'm happy to answer questions if people had it about that is best to my recollection. Again, not being a lawyer, just somebody who has an interest in self-defense, firearms, and other things like that, and who's a constable. So I have to go through like law enforcement training to maintain my certification to be a constable. All right, so 1 from the top and 2 from the bottom and 3 from the top and 4 and 5 from the bottom and 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. There we go. And on the left, 3 and 5 are exchanged. 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully you folks can hear me okay still. If I need to move the microphone a bit closer, let me know. I'm happy to do that. Okay, 2 from the is reversed, so 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'll check some looks good. And 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. That's good to hear. Thank you very much for the update, Gwen. I appreciate that. Lets me know that I'm doing decently. And we are on to move 8. So Thomas 3, 5, 7, and 11 are going to get exchanged, and sheds 3 and 4 are reversed on the right. On the left, Thomas 5 and 7 are exchanged, and shed 3 is reversed. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So apparently with the new warping setup and longer streams. All right, so this one looks like this one needs to be re-rolled. So I'm going to do that before I forget. So anyway, I was saying with the longer streams, it looks like I am moving at much better speed for producing braids, which makes me happy because there are a lot more people I want to make braids for. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, that's the right spot there. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to have to figure... I lost my train of thought on that. I'm going to have to start planning ways to do this better, do the longer streams. The warping setup I came up with has definitely improved it, though I looked at it, saw how much time it actually took, and apparently my previous ones took much longer, and I just didn't realize it. Okay, so sheds 3 and 4 exchange. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. I check some looks good. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 and 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And there we go. And I don't think you were able to really ever see it before, but notice how I have a little gap here. That's not a rude finger. The reason I do this is because there's actually a gap in the coma here. If I leave these up here, it tends to like slide a little bit and they drop down, and then it's a pain in the butt, especially once the other ones are there and you got to get them back up again. So what I've taken to doing is that when I hit the gap, I jump over here, and then on the next time over, I put it over here when I put the other one in the next spot over. And that just keeps it from having problems because it provides a little bit of tension. Eventually, I'm going to probably put some small magnets in between to hold these together with a little bit more force so they don't just pop apart easily. And hopefully that'll resolve some of those issues for me and I don't have to do this anymore. All right, so on the left it's 5 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. So my thoughts are, as far as some of the other projects I need to do, one of them is my online training for constable. I'm thinking of either tonight or tomorrow morning trying to get at least one of those 4-hour blocks hashed out so I can work my way through them. So 1 and 2 and 3 from the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Check them is good. So yeah, I just drop it here, lift up the previous one with my other fingers, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I do tend to have a propensity for procrastination, which being a regular streamer is kind of helping me overcome that somewhat. Also, the wake-up medicine's helping with that. All right, and we're ready for the next move. And on to 9. 1, 5, 7, and 11. Shed 4 is reversed. Exchanges on the left, 1, 7, and 9. Sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. And 1. Probably needs to go a bit lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Five, 6, and 7. Seven, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. And just 4 is reversed, so 1, 2, and 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. I've also noticed that one needs to be a bit longer. I've also noticed that as time's going along with this braid, I don't know if it's just the experience or other stuff is going on, but I'm definitely understanding what I'm going to be doing in this braid a bit more, not so much going by rote from that. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I'm thinking doing these more and more frequently will help with that. And 1, 7, and 9 on the left, so 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. Okay, sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. That checksum looks good on that. Looks like some more people are starting to wander in, so that's a good sign. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so my current braiding plans, once I get Rob's braid done, I am going to try and do, Danny's is next. I've got some designs I'm working out with her. I should have something to send to her fairly soon so she can pick what she wants. And we're on the move 10. 3, 7, and 11 on the right, exchanged, and sheds 1 and 5 reversed. And 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11 exchanged on the left, and sheds 2, 3, and 5 reversed. All right. So then Danny's, and given the time frame when Larry Correia is coming out into Virginia for an event called MarsCon, if I can get a hold of him, I want to do a braid for him as well. So the problem is just getting a hold of him and finding out what braid he would like. But then if I could do this one, then Danny's, and I could probably get Larry's done by the time for the January con, and then I would probably move on to Legal Vices. If I can't get a hold of Larry Correia before then I will just go directly from Danny's braid to Jeff's braid. So 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. Sheds 1 and 5. So 1 from the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 from the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum is good. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Our checksum is good. And I was going to check Rumble real quick, see if anybody's chatting there. It says 2 people are watching, so that means me and 1 other person. So, all right. Let's see what are YouTube stats looking like. They seem to be doing pretty good. We're averaging about 6 people there. And back to StreamYard. So, mouse I got for here. The previous one was blue that goes with the laptop. This way I know it's the one dedicated for the streaming and I don't get things mixed up. All right. But it's a nice mouse, and I also use it for my downstairs computer. But main reason I got it for the downstairs computer is if my wife is taking a nap on the couch, I don't want to have a mouse that's very loud that wakes her up. So the keyboard I've got down there, let's see, 1, 2, is very clicky as well. And so I'm going to move that up here to the streaming computer because I won't be typing a whole lot on it in general. And I got a new one with the silent Cherry MX red switches. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7, 8, and 9, 10, and that one needs to go down a bit. And 11. I admit I love mechanical keyboards because I learned to type on an IBM Selectric typewriter when I was in junior high, and the tactile feedback you get from the manually punching down the keys just makes me less tired when I type and feel better. So I am going to do the reds, which are not for downstairs, which are not as noisy, but still give kind of the same, similar tactile feedback, a little less, but still I really like mechanical switch keyboards. And sheds 2, 3, and 5 are reversed. So 1 and 2 and 3. Whoops. 1 from the bottom and 2 and 3 from the top and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. The checksum looks good for that. There we go. And 1 on the top, and bottom is 2 and 3. Top is 4. Bottom is 5. And top is 6, 7, 8, and 9. And checksum is good for that. Pass that on through. And looks like I got some more chat, so let me catch up with that. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you on. It was fun chatting with you last night on Ian's stream. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And if we want to continue some of the Rittenhouse review and answering questions, I'm happy to do that. I saw that you were your recollections were pretty close to mine on that situation. Absolutely, Darlene. When I started out, a friend of mine handed me a disc about this big around, or sorry, that big around, that was, yeah, about that big, that was cut from the side of a 12-pack of Coca-Cola. And she'd cut like 16 notches in on the edges and gave me a couple of skeins, or like 8 skeins of 8 or 4 skeins of DMC floss, and said, I think you'd like to learn this, or something to that effect, in here. And she taught me how to do it from that. So it's an inexpensive start. I don't think, if I remember right, you shouldn't be paying more than $20 for that type of setup. And the instructions are pretty good. There's plenty of video for disc and plate that I'm aware of. Not as much for Marudai and Takadai, which is one of the reasons why I do this. But yeah, it's an absolutely perfect place to get started. The skills you learn there will be useful, and it'll get you comfortable with that. And you can stay with that forever, or you can, if you really like it, you can get a Marudai and start working on that too, or get a 16. That's exactly in line with what I would expect for a kit that size, or that type, where you've got like the round and square discs. Perfect place to start. If you have any questions with it, once you get it, I'm happy to help with as much as I can. I don't do a lot on the disc and plate, but I don't think I've ever really had any problem reading the instructions and figuring out how to do it. It's pretty much the same as the Marudai. The only difference is you need to reposition any threads between moves before starting the next move. But if I remember right, for the patterns they start you out with, they're ones that you don't have to do repositioning. So it should be an absolutely perfect place to start. I can't recommend them highly enough for people who want to see if this is something they like. So, all right, on to the next move. And we are moving to 11. And 3, 5, 7, and 9 exchanged on the right. Sheds 1, 2, 4, and 6 are reversed. And on the left, we're only exchanging Thomas 7, and sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. And get to the right spot on this screen. There we go. Back to that. So 3, 5, 7, and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No problem. Thank you very much for stopping by the stream, for asking questions, and I hope that we're able to get you where you want to go. Okay, 1, 2, 4, and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the top, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, and 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that. Oops. I just realized I'm doing the first move. So that's not the one that goes through. This is the one that goes through. There we go. Getting a little distracted. Sorry about that. And 1 and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Checksum is good. Now we go from the top over. And on the left, just 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so okay, let's see, 1 and 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 from the top. There we go. Checksum is good. And I got mixed up halfway through. Let's try this again. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5 from the bottom, and 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. There we go. And 1, 2, and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Honest, I think I've had enough caffeine and Provigil today. Maybe it's the heat. It's not all that hot, but the humidity is like horrible. All right, so there was one that was snagged there. I probably should have identified it and tagged it for fixing. Well, let's see. Snowfers. Sorry, the L and the F looks pretty close on my monitor. I want to make sure I got it right. Thank you for coming by the stream. I think this is the first time I've seen you on, so welcome very much. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And if you just want to have it on in the background while you're doing stuff, more than welcome for that too. All right. We're ready for our next move. So on to move 12. We have exchange on the right, 5, 9, 11, and 13. And sheds 2, 4, and 6 are reversed. On the left, 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13 are exchanged, and sheds 2 and 6 are reversed. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. There we go. 11, 12, and 13. There we go. And sheds 2, 4, and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, and 2 from the top, and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5 from the bottom, and 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and 5 from the top, 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 from the top. That sounded kind of like a fire truck, but the fire station is the other direction from what that sounded like it came from, so maybe they're returning. I don't know, or a second call from having gone out, but I didn't hear them go out earlier today, so not sure on that. All right, that one goes up there. All right, eyes looking good. And on the left, it is 1, 3, 9, 11, 13. So 1 up here. One, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nine, 10. A little bit twisted up. There we go. 11, 12, and 13. And 2 and 6 are exchanged, so 1 from the bottom, and 2 from the top, and 3, 4, and 5 from the bottom, 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5 from the top, 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. Yep. I like peaches. I haven't had a lot of dehydrated peaches, but some of them are pretty good. Oh, and for a real blast from the past, back when I was probably about 4 or 5, when I was at my paternal grandparents' house for a visit occasionally, they would have a Tang-like drink. And this was at the time when Tang was being advertised, so that's kind of where it got associated in my head with that. That was peach instead of orange flavored. I don't know if it was just an alternate thing, but it might have been like a LDS storehouse type food. But I've never run across it again. But it tasted absolutely delicious. It was dehydrated, a powder you mixed, and it tasted like a great Tang equivalent. And since I was okay with citrus, but I like peach flavor a bit better, it was something I really enjoyed a lot more. So. Welcome to the chat, Nikki. I appreciate you dropping by. I'm glad you like the robots. I'm having a lot of fun making them, and I'm pretty sure that Rob's going to like them. Absolutely. As long as you don't do the beads, definitely the case. Without the beads, yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice. If you have any questions or any things on that, once you get it, if you have any issues, I will be happy to try and help you troubleshoot them as best I can. So yeah, definitely sounds like a good choice to me. All right, on to our next move. So we are on to move 13, and we finish up on the eyes. Okay, so 1, 7, and 9 exchanged on the right, sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed, and exchange 7, 9, and 11 on the left, and sheds 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 are reversed. There we go. Hey, no problem, Julia. This is one of the reasons why I started the channel, was to get people, well, not started the channel, my channel's been around for apparently 15 years, but started streaming regularly, was to give people an opportunity to learn and enjoy this art. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Seven, 8, and 9. And the oops I said was I realized I forgot to do a coma slide. Come on, you can untangle. There we go. All right, before I do the actual braiding, let's do the coma slide. And for those that haven't seen them up close before, this is what the underside of the coma looks like. They're just wood blocks with pins in them and a ridge on the bottom so they fit in the rail. Pretty much anything will work. I've seen people make Takadais out of PVC pipe, but that's a little more in focus, though a bit wide out overexposure. Okay, and on the left. And there we go. Okay, so sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and Yeah, I lost count there somewhere. So 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5 from the bottom, 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. And the checksum looks good for that. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, 5 from the top, 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. I'm going to just double check. That went a little weird for me. No, that looks pretty good there. Everything looks like it's where it's supposed to be. And yep. Okay. And 7, 9, and 11 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, 8. Nine, 10, and 11. Interestingly enough, apparently streaming has been helping my weight a little bit because I don't really eat while I'm doing it, and I don't snack, and seems to at least help a little bit. So 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, and 6 and 7 from the top, and 8 and 9 from the bottom. Checksum is good. I pulled that up a little high. All right, so 1 from the top, and 2, 3, and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 and 7 from the bottom, and 8 and 9 from the top. That's why it felt weird. That one was kind of snagged between 2 coma. And no, I apparently lost count somewhere there. Right, let's try that one again. So 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom. Nope. 2, 3, and 4 from the bottom. And 5 and from the top. And 6 and 7 from the bottom. And 8 and 9 from the top. All right, that looks good. There we go. Okay. Yep, doesn't surprise me at the simpler braid patterns. They're pretty much universal in just about any culture and have tended to proceed along there. It's just the more complex forms seem to be the regionalized versions. So there we go. And we are on to move 14. So 7, 9, 11, and 13 are exchanged on the right. And sheds 3, 4, 6, and 7 are reversed. And on the left, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11 are exchanged, and sheds 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. And back to there. Just a quick check over at Rumble. It's a little bit easier now that I got the mouse where it's supposed to be, as big as it should be. And there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12, and 13. And sheds 3, 4, 6, and 7 reverse. So 1 and 2 from the bottom, 3 and 4 from the top, and 5 from the bottom, and 6 and 7 from the top, and 8 and 9 from the bottom, and 1 from the top, 2 from the top, and 3 and 4 from the bottom, and 5 from the top, and 6 and 7 from the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. There we go. Our checksum is good. Pass that on over. And on the left, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. And the sheds 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, and 2, and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 5, 6, and 7 from the top, and 8 and 9 from the bottom. Our chest looks good. And 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, and 7 from the bottom, and 8 and 9 from the top. Our checksum looks good. There we go. And we're on to the next move. On 15, 1, 3, 7, 9, 11, and 13 are exchanged. Sheds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. And on the left, 1, 5, 9, 11, 13, and 15 are exchanged. Sheds 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 are reversed. All right, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12, and 13. And sheds 3 through 7 are reversed. So 1 and 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the top, 8 and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Our checksum looks good. I'm about to move the fan to the other window so I can get a more direct blast of air on me, since the fan seems to be mostly catching the backside of the backdrop I set up. So 1, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 here. And sheds 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, and 3 from the bottom. 4 and 5 from the top. And 6 and 7 from the bottom. And 8 and 9 from the top. Our checksum looks good. And there we go. All right. So on the right, okay, we're going to 16. On the right, it'll be 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 17. And sheds 1, 3, 4, and 6 are reversed. On the left, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 15 exchanged. And sheds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. I'm going to leave this up for a second real quick here while I go change the fan. Sorry about that. That one wanted a little bit extra adjustment. There we go. So back to here. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, would you folks be interested in another pickup braid design stream? I need to sit down and do some drawing out of the designs that Danion was looking for. I think I got a couple ideas. I just have to see how well they translate into the medium of a braid. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Scroll those down just a little bit. Have them join the crowd. Okay, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, I'll probably do that one tonight then, since that's one of the projects that I need to work on. It might be a bit on the later side. I will try and get it done before Flashcast starts, but I don't think I've got a whole lot of overlap with that audience there, so might try that. Okay, so sheds 1, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the top and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. That checksum looks good. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 from the bottom, 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and nope, that's not right. All right, so 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom. Oh, that's part of my problem. I had the count wrong. All right, so let me just double check what I did last time just to make sure I didn't make a mistake. So 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 and 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Okay, I did get that one right. So 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3 and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, 6 from the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 from the top. There we go. That checksum looks good. YouTube seems to have a little bit of a difference between the analytics watch hours and the earn tabs watch hours. But it looks like the earn is something about a week behind the analytics. So I'm assuming it's the same one. So, and given that I've got about a 3-month period last year, there's not going to have a lot drop off because my watch hours tend to be only like 1 to 3 per day, with the occasional like 8 per day. I figure if in the next month or two, if I can get 900 more watch hours, I'll hit the 3,000 they say that is needed for monetization. So, oops, sorry. I hope that answered that question. I'm happy to show my tab. Let me switch over to that for a second. Let me. Actually, I'll just type that in. All right. So, hey, we hit 910 subscribers. All right. So, change this to 365 days. All right, there we go. Let me make sure I'm okay. So I'll share this and then go to channel analytics and share this tab instead. There we go. You should be seeing it now. All right. So my watch hour time. Let's see. Is it okay? I gotta kind of have it mouse over here. Yeah, it's not doing it. Let's see. Anyway, let's see if I can get it to pop up. There we go. So it says I've got 2,099.7 watch hours in the last 365 days. So I have 900 left to go. If this stream goes well, it can be anywhere between 20 and 60 watch hours, depending on how many people watch over how long. If we go to, let's see, back to 28 days, you can see that for the last 28 days, I've had about close to 450 watch hours. So if I can do like 2 more months like that, I should hit the monetization goal. So, though, what I was talking about as far as the way the earn tab is different, this says that I've done like roughly 1,900 watch hours. So there's like 200 different and about a week or two behind. The other one, it has gone up in large jumps on here when I haven't had large jumps on the other one. So I think it's counting all hours. It's just a little slow behind. Not that YouTube cares that much. This one seems to update regularly. So I got to really thank you guys for pushing on that too. And worst case scenario, if they don't operate under the lower limits that they rolled out in May, at the rate you folks are watching me, it shouldn't take very long to get back to or get up to that level. So let me switch back to the proper sharing. And there we go. Yep, understood. Nick said he was going to try and get on it tonight, and I might want to catch some of that. So, but yeah, I'll probably just transition over. Okay, well, that's good to hear that my analysis seems to match with reality as opposed to just being a wild theory. That really, really helps, Darlene. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. I just had the latest monthly payment for StreamYard pop through last night, and my the credit card I've got on it, it doesn't have a very high limit. It's got a high interest rate, so I use it for recurring stuff that I pay down regularly. But with the car repairs I had while I was on vacation, it went up a bit, but it hit the limit, and I had to make a payment. They don't charge me a fee for that, at least. That's nice of them. So yeah, I'm hoping this eventually starts getting to where YouTube will pay me money rather than me paying a bunch of money to be on YouTube. All right, so 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 15. So 1, 2. Oh, and a comment that Ian made on his stream last night. I think I'm going to go ahead and not quite post so much on the super chat. So 3, 4 on his stream, because I don't want to make him feel like it's an obligation for him to recommend my channel. And I'll still put occasional super chat, but I'll try and make them relevant to whatever he's streaming about, not specifically hawk my channel. 5, 6, and 7. Because I don't want to burn friendships that I've started to build up while doing this, because I think they're worth a lot more than any shortening of time to get to monetization. Okay, so that's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I really like Ian. I like Rob. I like Nick. I did get a chance to meet Nick in person. 11, 12. When he was in Philly, that was nice. Would have liked to stay longer, but it was like my first day on Pro Vigil, and I didn't want to stay late enough that I wouldn't be able to get home safely. Plus, the bar they did for the after party was a lot louder than I'm comfortable with. I work in a machine shop. Let's see. Actually, this one here needs. Does it? Okay, no, that was just the way it was going today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. What was I saying there? Yeah, I work in a machine shop, and I've been doing that for probably about 23, 24 years. I've also done blacksmithing with a power hammer prior to that. And I still have pretty decent hearing according to the hearing tests. So I don't want to ruin that if I don't have to. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it's good to hear that. I do try and catch most of his stuff because I like his content and I like to support him. But he did make a comment about when somebody asked if they could, I think, ask for subscribers to their channel. He said that, yeah, you can do that. He knows what it's like for the beginning, starting up to monetization, but he didn't want too much. So I wanted to be careful that just because I've given him a braid, that I haven't attached to that what he would perceive as me or let me rephrase that I don't want him to feel that the only reason I've done that is just so that I can use him as a stepping stone, because that's not what I want to do. And I like him, and I would love to actually meet him in person, take him out for a drink, talk about different things, and maybe go shooting at a range. And I don't want him to feel that I'm just one of those people who tries to, use people for what they get and not because they like them as people. I may be a little sensitive on that because I have known people like that in my life, and I don't want to be that person, so to speak. So anyway, that's kind of why I'm a little sensitive to, not trampling on friendships unintentionally, because I definitely don't want to do it intentionally. So doing it unintentionally makes it just so much worse. Okay. Well, worse for me. For them, if they know it's not intentional, it might be forgiveness. But yeah, I'd rather not be there in the first place. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are reversed on this one. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I'd really like to be able to do a braid for Nerdrotic. I think he'd enjoy it, and I think I can do his logo pretty well. And Nick knows Gary, but I have asked if he could pass it on, but I don't. I think Nick forgot at the time, which is not a big deal. But I don't want to be that guy that keeps asking all the time. So I might try another alternative avenue on that. And all right, so we are ready for move 17. So it'll be 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, and 17 exchanged on the right, sheds 2, 3, and 4 reversed. And on the left, 1, 5, 7, 11, and 13, sheds 1, 2, 3, and 5 are reversed. Let's go back to here. I'd say that's an accurate assessment. Smurfers, thank you very much for that. Okay, so 1, 2. And 3, 4. That's one of the things I'm planning to do this weekend is get my garage computer set back up so I can control the CNC router. 5, 6, and start doing more stuff out there. Plus, with the way the heat is, it'll be nice to go to the place that I actually have air conditioning. And 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, and 17. And sheds 2, 3, and 4 reverse. So 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 from the top, and 2, 3, and 4 from the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Our checksum looks good. There we go. And on the left, 1, 5, 7, 11, and 13. One, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13. And sheds 1, 2, 3, and 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Check something is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. Checksum is good. There we go. And we're ready for the next move. So on to 18. On the right, 7, 9, 15, and 17 are exchanged. Sheds 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. And on the left, 3, 5, 7, and 11 are exchanged, and shed 2 is reversed. Yeah, I've been following Nick since Rittenhouse, and I've cut some of his older stuff. So my thoughts on that are, when I mentioned earlier at the start of the stream that I was going to try and get Larry Correia in between Danny on Direct and Legal Vices, because I'm going to convention that Larry's guest of honor at in January. Nick said he was going to try and get Larry Correia as one of the next 2 people on for direct examination. And since that's one of his current, high focus items, that's likely to happen. The way I will probably try and contact Larry is I'll do a super chat on his stream. And that should work for that. And so probably what I would do is if Gary comes on one of Nick's streams, or if Nick is on Friday Night Tights again, I might do a super chat for that. The problem is with Friday Night Tights is I think you have to be about $50 or $100 to guarantee that your super chats are read. I did try super chatting on one of the Sunday things, whatever, and it didn't get read on there, and I have no idea if it got read on a catch-up stream or not, but I never got a response to either the email or the direct message I sent on Twitter. So yeah, it's kind of the back-end organizational things, and I try and work with rather than against people's tendencies. So and again, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, no problem. It's not going to make me get annoyed with Nick or anything like that. One of the things I learned not too early in my life is you really can't change other people. And if you expect to, you're in for a world of disappointment. And I'd rather not be disappointed with my life or in my life any more than I have to. All right, so read the moves off. Okay. And 7, 9, 15, and 17. I'll just double check and make sure that looks right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, this is looking right. We've been alternating between like 11 and 12 people on YouTube for a little bit, so that's looking pretty decent for a Saturday afternoon stream. So 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 and 17. But I also have to say that a lot of my YouTube streamer savvy has come from listening to Nick on his streams on YouTube and locals. So most of what he said seems to pan out pretty accurately, so I appreciate that. So sheds 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And, okay, that just looks weird because that's split over the pin. Count's actually good for our checksum. And 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good too. And that end one there is one that needs to be tagged for re-rolling. So let me do that real quick. Oh, I've already tagged it for re-rolling. Okay. Helps if I look for that first. Let me put this one back where it's supposed to go. Yep, it definitely needs tagging. Oops. Don't get this tangled up. All right, so now ready. Let's see. Okay. All right, yep, there we go. And okay, so yep, I did both ends of that. All right. And on the left, 3, 5, 7, and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And shed 2 is reversed. So 1, 2, oops, 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Still needs to go down a bit more. Sorry, kind of lost the train of thought. A little bit of self-reflection there. And 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. I don't catch as much of Emily's stuff to really keep up with what's going on with her. I did ask when she was in Ian's chat if she had gotten the braid, and she said she hadn't seen it yet. So I don't know if she did or not, or if she's seen it yet since then or not, but hopefully eventually she'll see it. I think she'll really like it. So if you ever see her mentioning it on her stream, Julia, I would appreciate if you could give me a heads up. That would be much appreciated, so I at least know that she got it. And yep, there we go. That's good. And we are ready for the next one. And on to move 19. So 5, 9, and 13 exchanged on the right. Sheds 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 are reversed. And 3, 7, 11, and 13 are exchanged on the left. And no shed reversals. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8. Thank you very much, Julia. I do appreciate that. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. One of my goals is to eventually become the person that YouTubers know they've kind of made at least the mid tiers when I make a braid for them. I don't know if the red and white is a North Carolina State thing. Rob was the one who picked the colors. I sent him a picture of the threads that thread color palette that I can order from, and this is what he came up with. So that would have to be directed to Rob. If I can remember when I get a chance, I will ask him, but I may not remember. So, and 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3. Oops. 3 and 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. Yeah, I figured Rob would like the robot theme since he's got the jury and whatnot all with the robots. I didn't realize they were Rob bots because I apparently missed that point in his streaming history. So, but yeah, he picked the colors for that, and I was going to do like just the one standing up repeating, and then I got to thinking it would be more visually nice if they kind of rotated around, kind of looked like it was doing cartwheels. Okay. Good to know on that. I will have to, we'll see if it is or not. And 3, 7, 11, and 13 on the left. Oh, excuse me. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 13 up here. Oh, for those that are keeping track, apparently one complete iteration of the Robbot's cartwheeling is about 9 inches long. So doing 2 sets of them was 18 inches, and this is the 3rd set. So when it's done, we should be 27 inches in, which would be getting close to the halfway point. All right, so no shed reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I might do what I've been doing and do kind of a, so to speak, a palette cleanser braid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. In between where it's just a standard pattern and I'm not having to do the check the chart thing all the time. Those, as you can see, will run much faster. All right. And we are ready for the next move. And going on to 20. Exchange 9 on the right, sheds 3 and 7 are reversed. Exchange 5 and 13 on the left, no shed reversals. Yep. Yes, that will indeed. Thank you very much. And I'm going to take a pause here real quick because I need to grab something to drink. And so you guys aren't left alone, I'm going to put on Feeding the Ducks. Let me drop the volume just a little bit so it's not blasting your ears. All right, I will be right back. Okay, I am back up here. Let's go ahead and stop that. So no, unfortunately, it's not a Canadian tie that the bot is wearing. It's actually a heart. Yep, indeed, that is correct. Okay. I admit I am not all that up on the deep Rob lore. I did see him when he popped up on Nick's Depp Herd trial streams. I didn't catch the Legal Bites one, so I didn't see a lot of the stuff over there. Yes, it can be a superposition of both. Yep, he clearly has a very big heart, which is one of the reasons why it's nice to be able to make stuff for him that makes him happy. All right, so I didn't mean to keep you stuck on the diagram. Give me a second here. There we go. And so just 9 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And shed 3 and 7 reverse. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. That looks good checksum-wise. There we go. And 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, and 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. That looks good. Okay, Crazy by Proxy. Appreciate the fact you've been watching, and no worries on not being active on the chat. I'm happy either way. The people who chat kind of keep me here and engaged, and doesn't have to be a lot of people, because if there are a lot of people, I probably wouldn't be able to keep up. All right, 5 and 13 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And this finishes up the robot's hand. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. And we're on to move 21. 7, 9, 11, and 7, 9, 13, and 15 exchanged on the right. And shed 4 is reversed, and 7 exchanged on the left, no reversals. I would not know that, but it would not surprise me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. Nine, and 13, and 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, just got you folks have had me thinking. I wonder if I get relatively big, what some of my early channel lore is going to wind up being. Don't think I've had a lot of really weird stuff happen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is nice and tangled up. Let's see if I can't get it assisted out. There we go. There we go. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 8 and 9. There we go. I'm not quite so worried on the count there because it's all one side, and as long as I can look and see that I've gone every other one and the end checksum looks good, I don't really have to count. And nope, no, I have not had that happen to me, Julia. All right, so it is time for a coma slide. And you can see the angle of attack to the point of braiding changing as they slide forward. Oops, that one got pinched between two blocks. That's why it's. Let's see, is that? Yeah, that's not really a tension issue. That was just a couple threads getting snagged out of the bundle there. And I should probably go up just a little bit. That's moving it a little too much, this carabiner on the bottom. I got to come up with a different way that's not quite so large, but I'm not sure the best way to do that just yet. And we are ready for the next move. On to 22. We are done with the upright robot. And then we're going to go to the on its right side robot. Okay, so 9 gets exchanged on the right, no reversals. On the left, no exchanges or reversals. So, since this is the only one that's getting exchanged, and it's obvious that I'm getting all the gray on the top and all the red on the bottom, I'm not going to bother counting. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Thinking about it, I probably should make a special folder and keep the finished designs for each of these braids saved there, so that if I want to do them again or work on them, I could just pull them rather than having to redesign them. And I'm on to move 23. I'm not bringing it up because it's the same as the last move, or no exchanges, no reversals. I will have to look that up and watch that. Thank you very much, Julia. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Rob's about a roughly 3-hour drive from where I live, 3 to 4, depending on traffic. So let's see, moving on to move 24. So I'll have to see if he wants me to mail this to him when it's done, or if he'd okay meeting in person for me to drop it off with him. That would be fun, but not expected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that one just wasn't all the way seating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I am just slightly about 20 minutes north of Philly. Takes about 40 minutes to get south of Philly from where I am. Okay. Next move will be 25, and this one I'll put up because it's actually a new one. Okay, so on the left, on the right, we'll reverse shed 1, and on the left, we'll exchange Setsutama 1. And back to here. Catherine, I do have a design one up for, I think it's this one, or it might have been, Ian's braid. Let me do a quick check since I have the YouTube Studio up in another tab here. Let me scroll back. That was a live, not a posted video. All right, let's go back to the beginning. All right, so that's Mardai. And let's see. Yes, it was a pickup braid design. That's what it says, pickup braid design stream 1. And it was posted, or it ran June 4th. And it was about 57 minutes long. And I think I don't know if I was just transposing or whatever from the original design. But yeah, I do have that. And I am planning, based off of conversations here, streaming me doing the design for Danny on Direct's braid design. She gave me kind of some stuff to work with, so which is basically snowflakes and or crosses, and we'll have to see how that goes. Let me get back to here where I can see. Okay, well that's interesting to know how the Friday streams got going. Yep, exactly that. I should probably read through the chats before I start responding to all of them. Okay, when I talk to him about whether or not to do, how to transfer the braid to him, I'll mention that that was suggested, see what he wants to do about that. I do remember that. I got started with that conversation when Ian went over the transcript for Tug and said, yeah, that doesn't add up. Let me look through it. No, I don't see that quote there. Oh, hey, look, you took one from here and then waited 6 hours later, took that and spliced it together like there was nothing in between. Yeah, that definitely rings a bell then. So, yep, I did know that. I just wasn't remembering it. All right, so let me do a quick check for Rumble, see if anybody's talking over there. Oh, yes. Somebody asking for us to support them. I'm not sure what that's involved, or if that's just one of the invade random streams and asks for viewers, which I don't really have a problem as long as they don't spam that. And okay, we are on to let me check on that. It may not be. I'm going to look at that real quick. Let's see. Sorry, didn't mean to get distracted live here, but I think I may not have actually. Let's see, beautiful playlist. No, it actually is not part of the law and lumber thing. Let me see if I can. I think I can add it real quick. Let me move back a little bit and okay, go to. Oh, I got to go back one more. So I'm actually in studio. Go to content and live. That was back actually a full page. It's weird. I have actually 162 live streams. Not sure how that happened. All right, so let's go in there and okay. All right, so it's been saved in that playlist. I will. It's probably going to be the most recent one, so I will go through and move it in its proper spot later. But at least you have access to it right now. So you should be good to go. It's on the playlist now, so you should be able to get to it. All right, so we are doing shed 1 is reversed on the right, so 1 from the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we are starting this next rod bot. And 1 from the bottom, and top is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum is good. And 1 is reversed or 1 is exchanged on the left, not reversed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm thinking with Danny's, since she wants it like snowflakes and stuff, I'm going to not go down the center of the braid. I'm going to try and maybe do alternating as it goes along, give it a more snowfall type feel to it. And on to 26. 1 and 3 get exchanged on the right, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. On the left, 1 is exchanged, and shed 1 is reversed. Yep. I was sorry to hear that Nate's lawsuit got dismissed, but at least it didn't get dismissed with prejudice, and it sounds like he's going forward with that. You are most welcome. This is first and foremost a channel to make things easier for people so that they can learn and enjoy. So I will always try and be responsive to requests so that people can find what they want to find. So 1, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. And 3. little bit. There we go. And 1 and 2 are reversed. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum is good. And 1 and 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And on the left, just 1 and 1. Position threads 1 were exchanged, and 1 from the top, and bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Hey, we hit 2 hours. It's theoretically spicy time, though as you've probably noticed, I tend not to swear a whole awful lot. I can do it, but I tend to save it for times I think it's appropriate. That, in fact, I don't want to get in the habit to where I will disappoint my mother if I'm talking to her in person, and things like that just pop out. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Even though I'm like 99.99% positive she won't ever see this stream at this point. She's got a lot going on with her life. Oh, rats. Realized I forgot something. In regards to that, I will have to remember to do that when I leave the stream. All right. And on to 27. 3 and 5 exchanged on the right, and sheds 2 and 3 are reversed. And on the left, 1 and 3 exchanged, and shed 1 reversed. So, since we have a few more people on here, I want to... Everybody happy with the angle for the second camera, so you can see what my hands are doing? Is it making sense? Kind of shows on the top on the right-hand side, and you can see between the layers here on the left-hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just check something on Rumble real quick here, see if anybody else is chatting. We've got 2 people watching over there. And got 13 likes, so thank you very much. Got more likes than we have people currently watching concurrently. That was a tongue tang. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to finish that. Okay, so 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. There we go. And 1 on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. All right, and on the left, 1 and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And shed 1 is reversed, so 1 from the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. It needs to drop a little bit. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yes, it does not put them back in the same spot. So if I exchange them, what's going on is they get moved top to bottom. The thread reversals are the weave, the way my hand goes through the weave. So it doesn't actually move them up or down, because each braid is essentially independent, and swapping them moves them from the top to the bottom layers. But the exchanges, well, actually, no, hold on a second, let's get my brain in gear. So yeah, if I reverse it, it does move it down. But if you notice, while I'm using 1, 3, 1, when I'm exchanging 1, 3, and 5. So odd numbered threads here. Let's see, this will be better. So, I exchange 1, 3, and 5. These odd ones are changed. But when I do a reversal, it's the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 12th ones that get moved down. So they're offset by 1. So kind of the way I noticed that they were doing it. See, the best way to relate this is as I'm going along. If you notice, they'll have like in bands of 2. So as we're going along, I'll move a thread top to bottom. So that's in position. And then the next one, I'll do a shed reversal there. So kind of like if you were looking at like a caterpillar tread on an earth mover or a tank or something like that, it gets put down, then the tread hits it the next move, and then when the tread's gone on the third move, it gets put back in place. So it kind of like gear meshing. It moves up, gets exchanged, and then moves back down is the way they tend to work. I hope that's helpful. But yeah, all exchanges are odd numbered threads. All reversals happen on even numbered threads as I go through. So if I do an exchange as an odd, it'll have to be the next move when it's an even number as I've moved them forward and they've changed even to odd and odd to even, that it actually can be moved with a shed. I hope that's making sense. If it's not, I'm not sure a better way to explain it at the moment. Okay, so let's see. I just okay, and 1, 2. All right, so I did just finish up. All right, so I haven't lost my place. All right, we are on to move 28. So we're going to exchange 3 on the right, and shed 3 is reversed. And on the left, we're exchanging Tama 3, and sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. Right, so I'm going to try and be very explicit with this for what I'm doing. Okay, so 1, 2, and it's this thread here that is getting exchanged. So bring it up from the bottom. And I don't think this is anything that has to be done this specific way. I just do it like this so that I'm consistent. So I bring up from the bottom, put it on the top, then I grab the one that was on the top, lift up, and then put it down on the bottom in the gap. And hopefully that'll give me a consistent rotational movements. All right, so that's the only exchange. Now when I do the reversal, I'm doing 1 and 2 from the bottom, and then 3 on the top. So as you can see, this is thread 3 that exchanged, but this here is the reversal where the top is going down when normally it would just be the bottom all the way through. So I hope that clears that up. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'll check some looks good. And 1 and 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum looks good. And on the left, just 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. Phone's buzzing a little bit. Let's see if it's anything important. All right. My dentist office is reminding of my next appointment in December. I really needed that today. All right. Okay. So, and my computer parts were delivered today. Mainly, I have some screws. Let's see, 1 and 3 are reversed here. So 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Mainly, the thing is I've got a 8 terabyte hard drive that I need to install on this new computer, because that's where I'm going to store a lot of the video stuff and get it off of my computer downstairs. So, oops, bounce the mouse here. Hope that wasn't a problem. All right, and let's see, 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I didn't have enough of the right screws, so after the stream today, that's one of the things I'm going to do is install that, make it shareable on the network, and do that. I'll probably keep the videos in 2 separate places, on 2 separate computers. It's cute sitting off all by itself there. All right, we are ready for the next move. And click there first, then I can go up here. All right, so on to 29. We're exchanging 3 and 5 on the right, and sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. Excuse me. And exchange 7 on the left, and sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. There we go. Time for another sip. Another thing that makes this warmer up here is all these lights on while it's warm outside. Okay, so 3 and 5. So 1, 2, 3 here. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And in case I didn't say it before, thank you, Snowfers, since I saw that Catherine was responding to that. Okay, looks like I'm getting a little bit of streaming fatigue. We've got a few people that have dropped off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go there. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6. Whoops. This is the second move. So 1 from the bottom, 2 and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. That looks better. Our checksum is good. And there we go. And we are on to move 30. And 1, 5, 7, and 9 are exchanged. Sheds 1, 2, and 4 reversed. Shed on the left, 3, 5, and 7 are exchanged. And sheds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. So 1. That one definitely needs a roll down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. And there we go. And sheds 1, 2, and 4 are reversed. So 1 and 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum is good. And 1 and 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. There we go. And on the left, 3, 5, and 7. So 1 and 2. 3, 4. And 5 and 6. And 7. Let's drop those two a little bit. We're starting to get to the point where I can really see through the thread on some of these tama. So we're definitely approaching the halfway point. All right. Sheds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum is good. And from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum is good. There we go. And it's time for a coma slide. Yeah. Alrighty, on to the next move. We are moving to 31. 1 and 5 are exchanged. 1 and 4, sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. And on the left, Thomas 5 and 9 are exchanged, and sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. So, 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1 and 4 sheds are reversed, so 1 from the top, and 2, and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum is good. And 1 from the bottom, 2 and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Checksum looks good. And on the left, 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, and 9. This is the majority of the robot's right arm and our view the left arm. So 1 and 3 from our reverse, so 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Checksum is good. Let it untwist. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3 from the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Our checksum looks good. Yeah, that was actually fairly quick because we had the gap in the center here, which goes relatively quick because there's not any exchanges or reversals, and the couple moves on either side only have minimal exchanges and reversals, are easier to do and quicker. And just so you're aware, Koma is spelled K-O-M-A. At least in all the books I've read. But again, it's a phonetic translation from another language, so that could be just kind of how we want to label it. And 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11 get exchanged on the right. Oh, excuse me. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed, and thread 5 is exchanged on the left, and sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. I think it's time for a little more caffeine. And yeah, I do the Koma slides about once every 9 moves. And well, it's averages to 9 moves essentially, because it's when I move off the block in the front and start hitting the block on the back. I don't want to go all the way to the end of the block before I do it, just because I'm trying to get a more consistent angle of attack for the braid. So 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11. So 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 11. So kind of what I was saying before, looking at the edge here on this last one here, it was red and red. So I move this one up. This is the one that's going to eventually be have a exchange reversal over it. Though not always, it just depends on how the pattern works out. And then this is the one that is going to be active. This is 10, so it'll be shed 5. Though I don't have an exchange there, but this is the active one, and then this one got moved down. So it's actually shed 4, so it'll be this one, but it's because it's supposed to be white on top. But yeah, and all right. Oh yeah, no worries. I just was letting you know so you were aware, not because I had an issue with it. Okay. And all right, so 1 and 4 reversed. So 1 from the top, and then the bottom is 2, 3, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's good. I'm still not 100% comfortable with exactly how this works, but I'm getting better at it. And 1 from the bottom, 2 and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. Checksum looks good. About halfway through the face of the Rob bot, and 5 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1 and 4 are reversed, so 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 from the bottom, and 2 and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Okay. Yep. It's definitely a case of you learn more as you teach something than you do just by doing it itself a lot of times. And we are on to move 33. 1, 3, 9, and 11 exchanged on the right, sheds 1 and 4 reversed, and 7 and 11 exchanged on the left, and sheds 1, 3, and 5 reversed. And 1, 3, 9, and 11. One. One, 2. Yeah, I know what it is. And sheds 1 and 4 reverse. So 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the bottom. There we go. And 1 from the bottom, 2 and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Pass that on through. And on the left, just 7, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. And sheds 1, 3, and 5 are reversed. So 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4 from the bottom, and 5 from the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, 5 from the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. Checksum is good. Passing on through. Okay. My apologies. I accidentally hit the back button on the mouse. Let me get this set back up again real quick. And there we go. Sorry about that. And share screen. Share. And there we go. Okay. This is where I meant to be. Sorry about that. And on to here. I might have to disable the forward and back buttons when I stream for avoiding things like that on the mouse. All right, so 3, 9, and 11 get exchanged on the right. Sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. On the left, 7 and 9 get exchanged. Sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. There we go. And 1, 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 and 11. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed, so 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. Pass that on through. Yep. And on the left is 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 3, and 6 sheds are reversed, so 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4 and 5 from the bottom, and 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum is good. Pass that on through. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. There we go. And alrighty. Hello, Erica. Nice to see you on. We are ready for the next move. On to move 35. And we have exchange 3, 9, and 11 on the right, and shed 4 is reversed. And on the left, 1 and 3 are exchanged, and sheds 1, 2, and 6 are reversed. Check Rumble real quick. 2 people over there, and 14 likes. We're doing pretty decent. And did I? Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And 9 and 11. Go. And shed 4 is reversed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum is good. And 1, 2, and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. And on the left, 1 and 3. Okay. And sheds 1, 2, and 6 are reversed, so 1 and 2 from the top, and 3 and 4 and 5 from the bottom, 6 from the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. Go. And heart's done on that robot. We are ready for the next move. On to move 36. 3, 9, and 11 again exchanged on the right, and sheds 2 and 4 reversed. On the left, 1, 3, 5, 9, 11, and 15 are exchanged, and sheds 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. There we go. Time for a swig. There we go. And 3, 9, 11. So 1, 2. And 3. And because I know where 9 and 11 are and what it's doing there, goes up. Extend that a little bit. And there's 9 and 11. And sheds 2 and 4 reverse. So 1 from the bottom, and 2 from the top, and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Check something is good. Let's get it untwisted. And there we go. And 1 on the top, and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum looks good. And there we go. And on the left, 1, 3, 5, 9, 11, and 15. So 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop some of these a little lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Those need to go lower too. And sheds 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. We're looking good. Pass that on through, and we're ready for the next move. And on to move 37. 1, 5, 9, and 11 exchanged on the right. Sheds 2 and 4 reverse. 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13 exchanged on the left. 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8 sheds are reversed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 and 11 on the right. And the reason it's 9 and 11 that keep getting the drop one down, pick one up, essentially, is this is all the 9 and 11 double wide as it's going through there. All right, so sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Pass it on through. And 1 on the top, and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Drop these down just a little bit. And 7, 8, 9, 10. $11, $12, and $13. And sheds 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, 4 from the top, and 5 from the bottom, and 6 from the top, and 7 from the bottom, and 8 from the top, and 9 from the bottom. There we go. Checksum is good. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3 and 4 from the bottom, 5 from the top, and 6 from the bottom, and 7 from the top, and 8 from the bottom, and 9 from the top. Checksum is good. There we go. No worries, Julia. There's no obligation to be here. We just really appreciate it when you're on. Thank you very much. And yep, we're making pretty decent progress, though I am getting a little sleepy. Probably because my caffeine intake is a little low, and my in-tank is empty as well. But I tended to have a bit of caffeine earlier in the week when I wasn't sleeping as well. Yes, I do know those are related. All right. Okay, we'll see you when you catch up. And on to 38. So 3, 5, 9, and 11 get exchanged on the right. Sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. And 3, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17 get exchanged on the left. Sheds 4, 5, 6, and 8 are reversed. Okay, so 1, 2, and it needs to be a bit longer. 3, 4, and 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, and 11. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2 and 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum was good, and 1 on the top, 2 and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I messed up there. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Hey, Kathleen, nice to see you on. It's been going pretty good. We're about 3 hours into stream, almost exactly. The new streaming setup is done. I switched the view to over here. On the second camera, I've got a backdrop green screen in the back, which seems to work reasonably well. And we've been just chatting and braiding along. Let's see, that one looks pretty good. And on the left, 3, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. So 1, 2. Three, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nine, 10, and 11. 11, 12. 13, 14. And 15. 15, 16, and 17. A lot of exchanges on that one. And sheds 4, 5, 6, and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum is good. And 1, 2, and 3 on the top, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. Pass that on through. We had a little bit of, well, actually, we've discussed a lot of stuff about braiding in general. Gave some advice to some new people starting out about disc and plate, and just kind of generally chatting a little bit about the streams that were going on last night with like Ian and Kurt, and a little bit on Makeda. And let me see. All right. We are on to move 39. 5, 7, 9, and 11 on the right. Exchanges sheds of a reverse. No. Exchanges Thomas 5, 7, 9, 11 on the right. We reverse sheds 1, 2, 4, and 5. And on the left, we exchange 3, 9, 11, and 17. And sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. Ooh, we've just bumped up to 13. We're getting some decent amount of people on again. Let me see if there's anybody chatting over on Rumble. Just the one person who was asking for support. And let me just... Okay, yep, that one is running. We're up to 14 likes on YouTube. Thank you very much for that, everybody. And all right, so 5, 7, 9, and 11 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9 and 11. Also, looks like I will probably do a Takadai design stream tonight. I need to start working on the one for Danny of Danny on Direct. And, all right. 1, 2, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum is good. So I might do the design out in the garage, so I've got AC, and I'm not interfering with anybody else. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep, checksum looks good for that. There we go. Looks like I also still need to buy another monitor too. Maybe 2. We'll have to see how that goes. And 3, 9, 11, and 17 on the left. So 1, 2. Come on. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. There we go. And sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Oops, that one's a little short. Let's roll that out a bit. Yeah, there we go. One down just a bit. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And next move is 40, which means we've done 35 moves today. That's between like a third and a half of the moves on this pattern. So 7 and 9 exchanged on the right. Sheds 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. On the left, 7, 11, and 15 are exchanged. And sheds 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. Oh, time for a coma slide. And there we go. Let's roll this up a bit too. Much easier when I'm not dealing with the bad leverage there. Alrighty. So 7 and 9 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9. Getting ready to finish off the robot's head. We just have the antenna / smokestack to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good for that. And on the left, 7, 11, and 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And sheds 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8 on the top. And oops, looks like we had one jump. Nope, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so that one jumped a pin. It's not the way I'm used to. All right, there we go. All right, so okay, so bottom first. So 1, 2 from the bottom, and 3, and 4 from the top, and 5 from the bottom, and 6, 7, and 8 from the top, and 9 from the bottom. Our checksum is good. There we go. And 1 and 2 from the top, and 3 and 4 from the bottom, and 5 from the top, and 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Pass that one through. There we go. And on to move 41. There we go. And we're exchanging 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15 on the right, and sheds 3, 4, and 6 and 7 are reversed. On the left, we're just exchanging 13, and sheds 4 and 8 are reversed. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. The reason we're doing a lot more on here and getting further up is because we're doing the antenna. Right up about here. All right, so 3, 4, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 and 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, 8 and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. The sword was reversed, and now it's back in its normal position. And 1 on the top, 2 on the top, 3 and 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Our checksum looks good. And come on, there we go. Passing it on through. And on the left, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And sheds 4 and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Our checksum looks good. There we go. And 1, 2, and 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, and 7 on the top, 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Check some looks good. There we go. And we are ready for our next move. We are on to 42. 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15 on the right are exchanged. Shed 7 and 8 are reversed. On the left, 9 and 11, 15, and 17 are exchanged, and shed 8 is reversed. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14, and 15. And shed 7 and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 and 8, and 9. Check sum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9. Our checksum is good. And passing that on through. And on the left, 9, 11, 15, and 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 and 17. And just shed 8 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Passing on through. And that rod bot is almost done. On to move 43. 11 and 17 exchanged on the right. Shed 8 is reversed. And on the left, 17 is exchanged. No shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. There we go. And shed 8 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Passing it on through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, 17 is exchanged. It's the only one that's there. And we're pretty much done with the raw bot, so that's why it's getting exchanged, and no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Passing on through. So we are ready for the next move. On to 44. We are at the halfway point. So 17 exchanged on the right, no reversals. And on the left, no exchanges and no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Passing on through. There we go. And we're ready for the next move. On to 45. 17 exchanged on the right, no reversals. Nothing on the left, no reversals. Nope. The antenna is done. And we're ready to start our next raw bot, the next move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And on to the next move and the start of the next rod bot. Helps if I actually click on the right screen and not just the display. Alrighty, so 46. No exchanges. Shed 1 is reversed on the right. 3 is exchanged on the left. No shed reversal. So 1 from the top, and bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1 from the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Our checksum looks good. There we go. And on the left, 3 is exchanged. So 1, 2, and 3. And no shed reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 47. Exchange 3 on the right, shed 2 is reversed. Exchange 1 and 5 on the left, shed 2 is reversed. And there we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. There we go. Checksum is good. And 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the top. There we go. And on the left, 1 and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. And shed 2 is reversed, so 1 from the bottom, and 2 from the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. There we go. And we are ready for the move 48. And 1, 3, and 5 exchange on the right. Sheds 1, 2, and 3 reversed. Sheds 3, 5, and 7. Thomas 3, 5, and 7 exchanged on, or Thomas 3 and 7 exchanged on the left. Sheds 1, 2, and 3 reversed. Apparently, I'm mumbling and not enunciating well. So 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, and 5. And sheds 1, 2, and 3 are reversed. So 1, 2, and 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. And on the left, 3 and 7. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. And sheds 1, 2, and 3 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. These need to be dropped a little bit though. There we go. And 1, 2, and 3 from the bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. And we're ready for the next move, which is 49. So 3 exchanged on the right, shed 2 is reversed. 3, 5, and 7 exchanged on the left, sheds 2 and 3 are reversed. But before we start that, it's time for a coma slide. And a little bit of roll up on this. There we go. And just 3 on, or yep, just 3 on the right. 1, 2, and 3. And shed 2 is reversed, so 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the top, and 2 on the bottom, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Yeah, there we go. And on the left, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, and 7. There we go. Probably be a little bit lower. There we go. And sheds 2 and 3 are reversed, so 1 from the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top. and 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good, passing on through. And 1 on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. Passing it through. And we are ready for the next move. On to move 50. 1, 3, and 7 exchange on the right. Shed 3 is reversed. 1 and 9 exchange on the left. Shed 3 is reversed. So. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Shed 3 is reversed, so 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Oops. One, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that checksum looks good. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1 and 9 on the left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9. And shed 3 is reversed, so 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Passing through. Unrolling a little bit on that one. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And passing on through to the upper right. And we are ready for the next move. On to 51. No exchanges on the right. Sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. 5 exchange on the left. Shed 3 is reversed. And oops. 1 on top, 2 on bottom, 3 on top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Passing on through. And on the left, just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shed 3 is reversed, so 1 and 2, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. Passing that through. So roll down. Slide tap. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. And let's try that again. So 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. That checksum is good. And there we go. Next move is 52. Exchange 3 and 5 on the right. Shed 3 is reversed. Exchange 1, 3, 5, and 9 on the left. Shed 3 is reversed. And hey, Erica. Nice to see you on. I think you were on earlier. Let's see. Currently, let me see what my temp is. It is currently okay. Mine says 84, feels like 87. So still doing pretty good. Ooh, sorry to hear that. My sister lives in Mississippi, so yeah, she's probably filling the heat as well. Thank you very much, Judy. You got this. I've seen you on other chats, but I think this is the first time I've seen you on mine. If so, this is your first time chatting here. Welcome very much. We're happy to see you here, and hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. I have no issues with questions, and I don't feel they're in imposition. Okay, so 3 and 5 on the right. So 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5 on the right. There we go. And shed 3 is reversed. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Pass that on to the other side. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum looks good. Passing that on through. That one needs a bit of a roll down. And on the left, 1, 3, 5, and 9. So 1. And 1, 2. 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9. There we go. And shed 3 is reversed. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Passing on through. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Check some that's good. Passing on through to the top on the right. And there we go. And next move is 53. And 5 and 9 exchanged on the right. Sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. 1, 3, and 5 exchanged on the left. Sheds 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8. And 9. And sheds 1 and 3 are reversed, so 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. And passing on through. And there we go. And 1, 3, and 5 on the left. And there we go. 1, 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5. And checksum 3, or not checksum. Sheds 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum there looks good. And 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And our checksum looks good. Passing on through. And next move is 54. And I think this will probably be the last move for this stream, given I've been on about just under 4 hours. And I'm starting to get a little loss of focus here. And I'm going to do a design stream later tonight. So exchanging 1 and 5 on the right, sheds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. And on the left, exchanging 5, 9, and 11, sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. And there's 1. Drop that down a little bit lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And sheds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 from the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum is good. Passing that through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, 5, 9, and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, and 11. Okay, Kathleen, you have a good evening. I'll probably be on maybe 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm probably not going to post it in the usual spots. I'll probably just do it as a make it and go type thing. All right. 1 and 3 are reversed on the sheds. So 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, check some looks good. There we go. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, and 3 from the bottom. 1, 2 from the top, 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and I'm just losing it here. So 1 from the bottom, and 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm checking this good on that. And that goes up there. All right. That looks good. Let's check the bottom here. That also looks good. Nope. I am going to make sure I'm not going to guess on that because I think I did the first half that move wrong. So 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. All right. So 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 3 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. Okay, I did do that one right. And 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 3 from the bottom, and 4 from the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Worth it for my peace of mind just to make sure that was right. And thank you. Yep. Once you get comfortable with it, you can actually move at a pretty decent clip. So, yep, we look like we're doing pretty good. And I will also have another relatively long braiding stream tomorrow, probably either a bit early or in the afternoon. We'll have to see how it goes I'll make the stream when I wake up in the morning. I got a better idea of how good I feel. So thank you, everybody who stopped on by. I really appreciate it. You guys are really helping my watch hours and pushing me much closer to monetization, so that I can do this as kind of a self-sustaining thing where I'm not like, bleeding the money to keep going on this. And that just makes me very happy. So I appreciate everybody who's doing that. So, all right, we will see you folks later. And everybody stay safe and happy braiding.